It's spring of 2021. I'm 20 years old and I'm sitting here on my bed looking on my phone when my heart drops. I checked the banking app on my phone and I saw negative $121. And I didn't know what to do. I don't get paid from work for another 2 weeks because I just spent my last paycheck on my business. Like I'm trying to invest into my business and I spent so much money on it. I spent 1,200 on my business. And this business was reselling PS5s. And so when the Amazon released the PS5s that morning, I instinctively went and bought it without checking my bank balance first, without checking for bills that were coming up. I was able to buy two PS5s, but what I didn't know was that I had my phone bill coming out. I had my car payment coming up. I had bills coming up that I needed to pay. And so after I paid for these two PS5s, my car went into negative, bro, because I spent too much money. And I'm panicking, wondering what I'm going to do, because if I don't pay this off by tomorrow, I'm going to get overdrafted another $35. Every single day that go by, I'm going to get overdrafted another $35. So I did the one thing I knew what to do, and that was to ask my dad for help. And as I'm walking towards him, I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to say no for sure. Because when I lost money on trying to sell sneakers, he was telling me, that's what I told you. That's why you don't resell stuff. It's real risky. And so I've already have like the whole script played out, what he's going to tell me, that, I'm just being dumb spending all my money on PS5s. I'm not being wise with my money and shit. And so when I asked him, can I borrow $500? I was surprised to hear him say yes, and he sent the money on the spot. And it completely shocked me, because if I had asked him a month ago, before I was selling these PS5s, he would have said no. Why would he give me $500 if I haven't shown him that I can make something out of it? That's really all it comes down to, why your parents don't understand you, because you haven't given them a reason to understand you. Why do they need to know? Why do they need to understand you? That you're unique and different, that you want to go start a business, but your parents have no hope for you, because, why should they? If you're trying to become like a successful entrepreneur, or you want to be successful in life, but you keep doing these little things that like make your parents see you as a child, like you don't even make your own bed, you don't actually like clean up after yourself, you don't do the dishes when your parents ask you to. So little things, bro, like it may seem so insignificant, but your parents, they think that you're a child if you can't even do what you're being told. So what makes them think that you have any future of becoming an entrepreneur? Like, they have no reason to believe that. So they're always going to treat you as a child unless you show them otherwise. If you're showing them that you're waking up at 5 a.m. before the sun is up every single morning, you're showing them that you're working out consistently and that your body's starting to change, and that you're spending all your time reading instead of playing video games and wasting all your time on pointless apps like Instagram and YouTube and social media and shit, they have no choice but to respect you more, but to give you your flowers when you actually deserve it. You need to start thinking more positively about it, because if you're always like going on about like, oh, my parents don't respect me and shit, my parents don't understand me, bro, forget my parents, bro, they don't understand anything because they're boomers and shit. That's such a shitty attitude to have for your parents, bro. Your parents didn't have to raise you. Your parents could have sent you to like a boarding school or some shit, bro. They left you in like an orphanage or something, but they chose to raise you. They chose to be responsible for you and your future. Your parents, they really don't want you to fail. Like, if anything, they're the last persons to see you fail, because they're going to support you no matter what. But the problem is they're also going to be real to your face too. And so when you tell them that you have like a business plan and shit to do shit, they're going to say like right off the bat that you're being delusional and that you need to stop and focus on school or something, because that's what they're taught. And they want the best for you. The best for them thinking the best for you is completely different from what you think, because you think that you can take a risk, you can be successful, and like your parents don't understand, because they don't even know that you can't pause a video game you're playing online. Like, you can't pause Fortnite or else you're gonna die. And so because they don't know these little things that they don't know that you're going to be successful and shit. But the problem is that for them, bro, they've been growing up like this traditional route of like going to school, getting a good grades, getting a good diploma and shit, and then getting a good job and having a family. Like they've raised so traditionally that if you try to like upset that, if you try to do something completely out of the ordinary, they're going to panic. You're breaching their safety concerns. And so they don't want you to get hurt. They don't want you to see you fail. And so they're going to keep you and make you do what they think is the safest option for you. And that can be to go to school for like 8 years and get a doctor's degree. That's why, especially for me, bro, like the color of my skin, you already know that my parents and like my friends' parents and shit, they want me to be like a doctor. They want me to be an engineer or like some computer scientist and shit, bro. Like they've been trying to like, it's so funny, bro, because my dad and them, I told them that I'm not doing computer science. I don't want to do this IT shit because like it's so boring and I don't want to be sitting on my desk all day. And so I told them I want to do what I want, and that's psychology. Like I love psychology so much, and I told them that, oh, but like psychologists don't make a lot of money and shit, and that you're probably just gonna waste your time. It's like they're not saying that just to like belittle your dreams and shit. They're saying that because they want the best for you. They really do care. So that's why they're telling you like to get like a good degree so that you can make a shit ton of money from, because that's the safer option, bro. Imagine like you spend 8 years of your life getting a degree and you don't make any money. Then they're gonna come back and be like, I told you, bro. I told you not to do that, and now you didn't listen. This is what you get for not listening to your parents. Then go on another rant about some other shit that doesn't even matter. But your reflections, you're literally a reflection of them, bro. Like all your wins are their wins, all your losses are their losses. That's why they do think of you so highly when they tell you like go to school and do good, bro. So every time you don't listen to them, every time you're staying up all night playing video games when you know you should be going to bed instead of playing fucking Warzone all night, they're telling that because they want what's good for you. They know that if you don't sleep, you're not gonna be able to think correctly. You're not gonna be in a good mood. You're gonna be depressed all day, and you're just gonna be so irritable. Like you're not even gonna be 100% if you're not sleeping. So them seeing you sacrifice your sleep for some video games is gonna like make them mad, bro. And they're gonna be like, bro, this kid doesn't do anything, bro. He's so stupid and shit. And they only think that because they love you. Have you even tried talking to them about your own goals, about your dreams and ambitions? Because if you haven't even talked to them about like what you want to do when you grow up, so how can you expect them to really understand you, really respect your decisions to do something else like becoming an entrepreneur and shit? Because they don't even know that you want to do this shit, and you're just like keeping it to yourself because they're not gonna understand. How do you know that, bro? How do you know they're not gonna understand? Maybe they do. My parents are starting to understand now because they've seen me, bro. They've seen me, when I was selling shoes and shit, when I had like Jordan 1s and shit, like Travis Scott Jordans and shit. They thought I was finessing myself, bro, because like I wasn't able to sell these shoes. I live in like the suburbs of Dallas and shit. Like nobody's buying sneakers out here, bro, because everybody's like middle-aged and shit. So when I bought sneakers, I wasn't able to sell them. And so I returned them all to the store and got my money back and shit. And so they have this like preconceived notion that I'm not going to be successful when I try reselling shit. But then when I bought the PS5s, when I had like 10 PS5s outside my bedroom right here, and I was flipping them, bro, I'm selling them like every single day. I'm selling like at least 2 PS5s and shit because people want these PS5s. I was selling it and I was showing them that it's possible to become successful in a business. And I showed them I'm so successful and that I showed them I'm competent to do so, that my own dad, he started giving me money. He started lending me money because he knows that I'm going to pay him back. If I was just bumming around with just these sneakers and shit, if I wasn't able to sell these PS5s, do you think he would have given me any of this money? Definitely not, bro. He wouldn't have given me any money. I would have been broke. I would have been losing $35 every day for like 2 weeks. And I'd be like, what? Another like $500 in debt and shit. Those L's from those sneakers are also my parents' L's because they seen me like save up my money, buy these shoes, and not be successful. That hurts for them, bro, because they didn't raise me to become a failure. They want me to be successful. But when I'm selling these PS5s now, like they feel like proud of me and shit. And it's not them switching up, bro. Like, don't think that they're just gonna switch up on you like that. They've been 100 from the start. It's just you have to show them. You have to show them that you can be successful. Otherwise, they're not going to be proud of you. They're not going to respect you at all. You know, our parents grew up before the internet existed, bro. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have Google to Google up their problems, to search up like how to fix shit, how to start a business, how to do whatever they want. All the information they had was from schools and libraries. And so for them it's the most logical choice to go in school and shit. And like, so when you have children of your own, you'll be more supporting of your kids if they want to become an entrepreneur and shit, because you understand what it's like growing up with the internet and shit, but your parents don't. So you gotta be like patient with them, because like they're from a different time, bro. Like time moves so fast now that a 5-year age difference is like a 20-year age difference in our generation. So you need to start changing your mindset about it. Start actually looking at your parents like the biggest supporters of your life, because they really are your supporters. They want the best for you. You might not see it. You might not see how like why they don't understand you and shit, but they do. They really do care about you, and you need to start showing more care for them too.